The death toll in the tragic stampede at actor-turned-politician Vijay's party, TVK's rally in Karur, has now risen to 40. In a social media post, Vijay called the tragedy an irreparable loss and said, "No words of comfort can truly ease the pain of losing loved ones." He also announced 20 lakh rupees would be given to the families of each of those who died and 2 lakh rupees to those who were injured and undergoing treatment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also announced an ex-gratia of 2 lakh rupees from the PMNRF, or the relief fund of the Prime Minister. And that's to be given to the next of kin, and 50,000 rupees for the injured has been announced as well. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister MK Stalin has announced a salarium of 10 lakh rupees to the families of those who died in the stampede and 1 lakh rupees for those who were injured. Meanwhile, the Madras High Court is set to hear a plea filed against TVK, Vijay's party, Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam, restraining the party from holding rallies until the completion of an inquiry into the stampede in Karur. The Tamil Nadu government has announced a commission to be headed by retired Judge Aruna Jagadeesan to probe into the circumstances that led to this tragic stampede.
The crowd is really very crowded, sir. Morning onwards they are waiting. From morning 6 onwards they are waiting. The period of waiting is the main reason. Because they had announced at 12 o'clock the program, but he reached at 7 o'clock. From morning to evening they are waiting without water, without food. The main reason for this is waiting period. Waiting period, no food, no water. This is the main reason. This is also, we are not only blame the government, it is a social responsibility. We have to realize the responsibility. The people are giving more importance to an actor. He is delivering just like a cinema dialogue. We are enjoying in screen. The same story happened here. They are come to see their actor. So the crowd is not organized.
The crowd that came yesterday, did it come to see the politician Vijay?
மிகுந்த துயரத்தோடு, மிகவும் கனத்த இதயத்தோடு உங்கள் முன்னாலே நான் நின்று கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். கரூரில் நடந்திருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த கொடூரமான செயலை பற்றி, விபத்தை பற்றி விவரிக்கவும் முடியாது. அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு சோக சூழ்நிலை ஏற்பட்டிருக்கு. அதை பற்றி விவரமாக சொல்லக்கூடிய மனசு கூட என்னுடைய மனசில் இடம் கொடுக்கல. அந்த அளவுக்கு நானும் வேதனையில் இருக்கிறேன். நேற்று இரவு ஒரு 7:45 மணி அளவுக்கு சென்னையில் அதிகாரிகளோடு கலந்து பேசிக் கொண்டிருந்த போது கரூரில் இப்படி ஒரு சம்பவம் ஏற்பட்டிருக்கு. கூட்ட நெரிசலில் மூச்சுத்திணறல் ஏற்பட்டு பல பேர் மூச்சுத்திணறலுக்கு ஆளாகி மருத்துவமனைக்கு அழைச்சிட்டு போறாங்க அப்படின்னு ஒரு செய்தி எனக்கு கிடைச்சது. செய்தி கிடைச்ச உடனே இந்த கரூர் தொகுதியினுடைய சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர், முன்னாள் அமைச்சர் செந்தில் பாலாஜியோடு நான் தொடர்பு கொண்டு இந்த மாதிரி செய்தி கேள்விப்பட்டேன், உண்மையா, உடனடியாக நீங்க மருத்துவமனைக்கு போங்க, போய் என்னன்னு பாருங்கன்னு சொன்னேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் கலெக்டர் இடத்துலையும் தொடர்பு கொண்டு நான் கேட்டபோது அவரும் சில விஷயங்களை எல்லாம் சொன்னாரு. அடுத்த 5 நிமிடங்கள்ல மருத்துவமனைக்கு எடுத்து சொல்லக்கூடக்கூடிய முதல்ல 4-5 பேர் அழைத்துக்கிட்டு போயிருக்காங்கன்னு செய்தி வந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் போக போக பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதிகமான பேரை மருத்துவமனைக்கு தூக்கிட்டு போறாங்க அப்படின்னு செய்தி தொடர்ந்து வந்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்தா மரண செய்திகள் வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. நான் கொஞ்சமும் எதிர்பார்க்கல. மரண செய்தி வர ஆரம்பிச்சோன்னே எனக்கு ஒரு அச்சம் ஏற்பட்டு உடனடியாக இந்த மாவட்டத்தினுடைய சுற்று வட்டாரத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய நம்முடைய அமைச்சர் பெருமக்கள், சுற்று பக்கத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மாவட்டங்களில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அமைச்சர் பெருமக்கள் எல்லாம் தொடர்பு கொண்டேன். அந்த அடிப்படையில் அன்பில் மகேஷ் தஞ்சாவூருக்கு போயிட்டு இருந்தாரு. அவரை தொடர்பு கொண்டு உடனடியாக கரூருக்கு போக சொல்லி உத்தரவு போட்டு அவர் வந்தாரு. அதுக்கு பிறகு
this is a very unfortunate and so many young people also lost their life. This is I feel very sad about it, and I want our people to control their emotions when there is a big crowd. That is my humble request to all of them. But it has happened after the cricket was over in Bangalore, and it has happened in Karur, and it should not happen anywhere in our country. We must control our emotions.
இனிமேல் இது மாதிரி ஒரு சம்பவம் தமிழ்நாட்டில் நடக்கக்கூடாது, எங்கேயுமே நடக்கக்கூடாது. இந்த சம்பவத்திற்கு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் சிட்டிங் பெஞ்ச் உடனடியாக அது இன்னைக்கே விசாரணைக்கு எடுத்து ஒரு நீதி வேண்டும். இன்னைக்குள்ள பெரிய டிராஜடி, இந்த சூழ்நிலையில் நான் யாரையும் இன்னைக்கு எதையுமே நான் சொல்ல விரும்பல, பிறகு சொல்றேன்.
இதற்கு முன்னர் நடந்த கூட்டங்களை மனசில் வைத்துக் கொண்டுதான், கருத்தில் வைத்துக் கொண்டுதான் திருச்சியில, நாகப்பட்டினம், திருவாரூரில் அவர்கள் கூறியதை விட கூட்டம் அதிகமாக வந்தது மனதில் வைத்துக் கொண்டுதான் இந்த வாட்டி கரூரில் அவங்க முதல்ல கேட்டது லைட் ஹவுஸ் ரவுண்டானா உழவர் சந்தை. அது ரெண்டுமே இதை விட குறுகிய இடம், அதை விட இது கொஞ்சம் வசதியான இடமாக இருக்கும் என்று அவர்கள் கேட்டதுக்காக இது கொடுத்தது. முதல்ல அவங்க அந்த 2 இடம் கேட்கறாங்க. அது நாங்க அது முன்னாடி நடந்த கூட்டத்தை வச்சு இந்த இடம் போராதுன்னு சொல்ல போய் தான் இந்த இடத்த அவங்க வாங்கிக்கிறாங்க. உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கும், இதே இடத்துல 2 நாள் முன்னாடி ஒரு மாநில அளவில் ஒரு பெரிய கட்சி பரப்புரை செஞ்சிருக்கு அதே டயத்தில். அது ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம். அதனால கூட்டத்தை எதிர்பார்த்து அவங்க சொன்னது 10,000 இந்த கூட்டத்திற்கு, ஆனால் வந்தது 27,000 கிட்ட. ஆனா 10,000ஐயும் விட அதிகமாக தான் நாங்கள் எதிர்பார்த்து கூட்டம் காவல்துறையினர் பணியில் அமர்த்தப்பட்டனர்.
We'll talk to you after once we have, let's finish this formalities first. Let's finish this formalities first. Let's do the investigation first, okay? We'll talk to you after the investigation is completed, okay? Right? We'll have to get the preliminary investigation done. We'll tell you later, okay? Right? Okay, be patient. 39 people, no? 39, yeah. They've already told you the number, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, case has been registered, okay? We'll give you the details later, okay? Right? Yeah. Thank
மாவட்டத்துக்கு வரவச்சு என்னென்ன மருத்துவ உதவிகள் தேவையோ அதையெல்லாம் உடனடியாக செய்ய சொன்னாங்க. முதலமைச்சர் அவர்களே மிகுந்த சோகத்தில் இருந்தது, அவரால் தாங்க முடியல.
On your screens now are visuals of the members of the committee that has been constituted to probe into this tragic incident. The Tamil Nadu government announced a commission that is to be headed by retired Judge Aruna Jagadeesan. Visuals of your screens of that commission headed by retired Judge Aruna Jagadeesan, which will be probing into the circumstances that led to the stampede that has been announced by Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. Gut-wrenching visuals emerging from Karur. Dozens still undergoing treatment in the hospital, even as the death toll has risen to 40. We have my colleague Mohammad Vijay now joining us live with the latest from the ground. Vijay, talk to us. The death toll has risen to 40 and dozens more are still undergoing treatment at the hospitals. If you can give us the latest update on them.
Well, yes, Krishna, 40 people have lost their life in the tragic incident that happened last night. Till a few minutes back or few hours back, it was just 39. But then another person just lost his life at the ICU. What we've learnt is and close to 67 people are still with minor and major injuries at this particular hospital that is behind me. But apart from that, what we've also learnt is that Annamalai, the former BJP leader, he will also be coming here. TTV Dinakaran is the last person who will be arriving any time from here. But otherwise, the scene right now at the government hospital has calmed down. A lot of them have left. Close to 35 bodies have gone from the mortuary from here. 38 bodies. 2 bodies are left is what we've been told. Everyone has gone. Most of the bodies have been cremated also. So things have going back to normalcy, but the investigation is on. The police is still at the spot where all this happened. They're trying to figure out what led to the chaos. But from what we've understood when we were there and when we spoke to the people over there, they clearly told us that the rally was supposed to start at 12 o'clock. They all have been waiting till 7 o'clock. Vijay arrived at 7. By that time, they were all tired, they were hungry, they were thirsty, they were restless. And all of that accumulated when he reached there with the bus. And as soon as the people saw him, they started rushing towards the bus. It became even more difficult for the police to handle the crowd at that point of time, because you had close to 30,000 people pushing and pulling from both the sides of the bus, be it the right, be it the left. You had a force coming in, then you had lanes from where people started coming in. People were standing on top of trees, on top of barricades, on top of banners, on top of buildings, just to get a glimpse of the actor. And when we spoke to them, everyone told me in unison they had come to see the actor Vijay. How much of that was a politician Vijay that was present there is something that they did not resonate with, but they were happy that an actor was visiting them. They had not seen an actor for a very long time, and that was the crowd that turned up there. But they were unhappy with the fact that after the incident, he immediately went to Chennai. A lot of people told me this, that he should have stayed back, but that was how it is. But now we've seen how the Chief Minister came in last night. Then after that, Udayanidhi Stalin was there in the morning. Senthil Balaji has been there throughout the night. He was here at the hospital receiving the bodies and the injured at that point of time. We saw a lot of other leaders. Sasikala left a few minutes back. So you had a sea of people coming in and going, right, politicians. But the sad thing is, in all of this, 40 people lost their life.
Right, stay with us, Vijay. As you're telling us, nearly all the major politicians of Tamil Nadu are making a beeline to Karur. And amidst all this, political blame game has also begun. The DMK has blamed the actor turned politician, Vijay, and his rally organizers for the tragedy, claiming that people were made to wait for hours under the hot sun. AIADMK's General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswamy, or EPS, visited the injured at the hospital and took stock of the situation. He blamed that there was no security arrangements in place. He said that victims went to the rally trusting the arrangements made by the police and the party in question, TVK. Questioning the DMK government over security, EPS asked why there are different security arrangements for opposition rallies. Meanwhile, former Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai took a different stand, choosing instead to back the actor politician while blaming the ruling DMK government for the mishap. Meanwhile, Udayanidhi Stalin has said that women and children have been affected the most, adding that loss of life is not justified by any counts. Right, let's take this back to Vijay. Clearly, Vijay, you saw the speed with which the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, went to Karur upon getting the news. But right now, there are people taking a stand, saying that it is the fault, where was the DMK government in question? It is they who are the rulers at the moment, and they are the ones who have to ensure that all rallies, whether their own rallies or opposition rallies, have enough police and security and arrangements.
Well, absolutely, Krishna. Law and order is the responsibility of the state government. Providing security to any rally is the responsibility of the current government, of the state government at that point of time. and what we've been listening from the politicians, and it's not the first time that we are listening to this. If you remember in the past, Edapadi Palaniswamy had also said that how security arrangements during his rallies have not been there. Unwanted people are entering, police presence is not there. He had voiced about it. The High Court had also spoken about it a few days back, and they had also had this form of understanding that something could go wrong with the way things are going in these big, massive rallies of Vijay. And Vijay also had an inclination with regards to that. But if we have to understand, yes, it's the government's responsibility to make sure things are arranged in the right place, the permissions that they've sought for given. But on the other hand, Vijay is also somewhere responsible, because it is said that in the permission that they had sought, it was written that close to 10,000 people will be attending. 30,000 people attended. Apart from that, he was also late to the venue. He was supposed to be there at 12 in the afternoon. He came at 7 in the evening, which is close to 9 hours. If you count, it is 9 hours late to the venue, and people who had been there, and it was a weekend, so a lot of people kept thronging in, kept beelining it at the place, started pouring in one by the other, and at that point of time, close to 30,000 people. We have those visuals. We've been playing it from morning. Those drone shots are scary shots of so many people turning up and the lanes where this happened. It's not a huge road. It's you can call it a 30-meter or 50-meter road. It is 50 feet road. It is, and only a bus can pass through it with a few small vehicles around it. And it was a chock-a-block situation at that point of time. Though politicians right now are blaming each other for the entire incident, but at the end of it, it's the people who are asking the real question. Why have they lost their loved ones? Why have they lost their children? Why have they lost when they knew so many people will be coming? We've been seeing in the past how Talapati Vijay has been flashing videos of his rallies. He's been talking about it. He's been making selfie videos about the number of people that are turning up to his rallies. Most of it may be coming to watch the actor Talapati Vijay or the politician Vijay. But all said and done, people knew the number of people that would turn up. Despite all of this, the lack of arrangements, the lack of police presence was something that was pointed out by the TV case team. While the DMK has been blaming the TV case team for all of this, we've been seeing how AIDMK, Annamalai have both raised the issue of how there's been inadequate security at opposition rallies. The presence of police is less. You do not see the same presence of police when the government has the rally. So all these accusations are flying, but we'll have to wait and watch what comes out of the investigation, who will be blamed out of it. That is something we'll have to wait and watch.
Right, Mohd Vajula there joining us live with that ground update straight from Karur. We also have some reactions coming in, some legal reactions coming in as well. Let's listen in.
What kind of accountability are you really seeking through this FIR and SIT probe?
See, I am seeking a FIR should be registered against this actor. So because of his meeting, because of his negligence, because of his coming late to the meeting, because the large number of youngsters, people are compelled to wait in the meeting. So his main negligence is negligence, and apart from his negligence, the state authority, the police department, they totally failed to protect these people, and how they given a permission. And after giving a permission, they have not provided adequate safety, security, the basic amenities of these water, food, and the other things. So this is the reason. This is very, very unfortunate. This tragic. This 39 people have been died. See, these not only this incident. There are so many incidents. So this is only reported because the huge number of human beings have been dead. So that's the reason this become a very serious news, serious issue. Otherwise, there are so many incidents like these, similar incidents. The gross negligence on the part of the actor Vijay, and as well as his organizers, party organizers, and the state authority, police authority. So there should be a FIR registered against first the actor Vijay, then the other people. And the compensation of the 10 lakh rupees announced by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is not sufficient, and there should be more compensation, adequate compensation should be given, because the youngsters, the educated people, youngsters, women, children, and many people have died. So the adequate compensation is not enough. This monetary compensation is insufficient. There should be an FIR and immediate action against this actor Vijay.
What's the situation right now in Karur?
Well, Shweta, first let me tell you what exactly happened. Vijay, the TDP leader, Tamil Nadu Vexikaragam, met with the public and a campaign meeting today, which happened in Namakkal and Karur districts, where today, even before Vijay's arrival, a large number of party workers and general public had been waiting for several hours, to have a glimpse of Vijay. While Tamil Nadu leader Vijay was addressing the crowd, more than 20 people suddenly fainted due to overcrowding, causing a major commotion where one person fainted right near Vijay's campaign vehicle, and Vijay immediately handed over the water bottle from his vehicle to assist, where similarly many others who were caught in the crowd also fainted, one after another, promoting ambulances being called, and large number of in large number of area where medical treatment is currently being provided to everyone who's affected. And let me also tell you that 30 people have lost their life in this stampede, and more than 20 people are currently in a very critical situation in the ICU at the Karur government hospital, where on the other hand, Chief Minister's order, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's order, to move the medical health Minister Ma Subramaniam and also Education Minister Anbil Mahesh to Karur, and also tomorrow Chief Minister will be visiting Karur to that spot where the stampede situation has happened right now. ADGP is also taking this law and order under control, and the entire situation under control right now, where you can also see that ex-minister Senthil Balaji, who's currently in Karur, taking care of the situation at the hospital, and overall, additionally, announcements were also being made through the loudspeakers about missing children in the crowd, where Vijay himself is making an announcement of a 9-year-old girl missing in the crowd, and where he's asking them to find her back. And overall, the situation in the area has turned out to be a huge, chaotic, after several people suddenly fainted during Vijay's campaign.